Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is the 25th of July, 2025. This is Flosstube 285. Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, Rebecca. Hello, Sean. Hello, Sherry. I have had a busy week. I got some stitching done. I got this beanbag chair that Zoovee asked me to review, and I thought I might be a little old for a beanbag, but I'm here to tell y'all I'm in love with it. There is a discount code for it. It's Niecy, N-I-E-C-I-E 30% off, but I was really afraid I'd be too old for a beanbag, but I have been loving this thing. So I just moved it over here. I've had it all over the house. I moved it in front of the fireplace so we could look at my We the People. Well, and Catchy's little noodle there while we were talking, since it's in its frame. And I've had it in the living room so I could see it. So, like I said, I've been super busy. So I haven't had one day that I didn't have something going on for at least half a day, and usually the whole day. So it has been really busy for me. I mean, back in the day when I worked full-time job every day, yes, then you're insanely busy. Okay, don't let anybody tell you you're not. You're insanely busy at that point. So I did get some stitching done. I had one no sleep night. That night I decided to give myself a new start. Since when you're not sleeping, you might as well have a new start, right? I mean, come on. I did get a few stitches in on my Santa's night tree, which I'm going to try to devote tomorrow to. I want to get it finished. It's my last goal, my last stitchy goal for the month. That I haven't met yet. I want to get it done, and hopefully before the girls get here, because they'll be here the 30th maybe. So I'm hoping to get it finished, because I don't want to be stitching on anything that I have to be super focused on while they're here. So I was at the atelier all day yesterday. I had some good shoppers come in. Got some good visit. I love to talk to somebody, so that I had a great day. The store was hopping all day long, and so I got to do lots of visiting. I hope Alyssa has a great day in there today. A lot of good sales, a lot of nice people, just a super fun day at the shop. But let me tell you, by the end of the day, at 9 hours or something on my feet, is something I don't usually do anymore. And I was ready to go to bed last night. I just was and conked out. I was so tired. So that was, not sleep last night. Let me see. So let's go, should we do haul first? Let's do haul first, and then we can talk about one of the haul things. So I had some haul, and I'm excited. My fabric for the month from Mystic Fabrics process, so it should be coming before long. The first of my haul is this purple fabric. It is Fabric on a Whim, 40 count hydrangea. It is beautiful. Gonna go with my Frankie, which is from my Fortenberry bag from Rebecca and her mom. And I love it. And it's perfect for her. But I told you I was struggling with the, my white stitches, showing how my white stitches were looking on here. Where do we have it at? Right here. I was having kind of a hard time seeing it. They were just kind of loose, and I really was not happy with that at all. And why is it not focusing? There we go. The white ones, I just was not happy with. So this was a 32. I'm going to try her on this 40. So here she is. She's by Meridian Designs, and I forgot to contact Garon and see if they had any in Meridian, and see if he had any more, or if this would be coming out anytime soon, because it was an exclusive in Garon's Halloween box last year, I think. And she is gonna be my first fancy lady to stitch. And this is a 40, so I don't think it will be an issue with the white stitches on the 40. I think she will be beautiful on there. And hopefully I can see it better, and hopefully my white stitches look perfect, because I love me some perfect white stitches. So it will be going in this bag, and hopefully get a start this week so we can see how she's gonna look. So that was the first of my haul, and that's what it goes with. So, and then of course I just grabbed some more fabric because I am super low on fabric. I really, really am. So I got some from Dreama, and then I grabbed this while I was looking, because my fabric supply has got real low. And you know, nobody wants to get caught like that anymore. Sorry for all you people that the crinkle and the crunkles bother. They don't bother me. I like crinkles and crunkles. Now, what was bothering me yesterday, if y'all could have seen me trying to wrap a big painting, went out of the gallery. And I'm by myself, and it is probably 5 foot by, probably 5 by 3 at least, if not 3.5 or 4. And I'm trying to wrap it with cardboard, you know, cover it with cardboard and cover the edges, and it, y'all, it was a thing. It was a whole thing. I got it done, but hanging on to things by yourself when they're huge like that is a bit hard sometimes. This is some 36 count lily pad. I love this. It made me think of the planet Earth. How cute is that? Like I said, I just ordered this from 123 Stitch late at night one night. Picture This Plus. I knew it usually told on there who it's by. Picture This Plus, and this is lily pad, and it is beautiful. 36 count. And this is, I don't know who did this one. 40 count Stormy Night Newcastle. But I don't know. Usually it tells me the initials at the front. So I don't know who did this one. It is a Zweigart base, since it has the orange thread there. Just a beautiful kind of a neutrally, this is my backup piece for, my secondary piece for my Frankie's Bride. If I struggle with the purple, if I don't like the purple on there, once I get some of her face done, I'll switch over to this gray. But I'm thinking the purple is gonna be, I'm gonna be in love with it. Now, I did get some patterns because, you know, Ann and I were talking. Hey, Ann. And you know, one thing leads to another. And we were talking about Stacey Nash's little animal crackers. And I did not have Theodore, who looks like queso, so much like queso, or Clementine, who looks just like Patty. So I had to get these two. I could not. And then I remembered this little guy, Bones, who I was so in love with, and he even has a mask. So, and I'm not sure what their 35 count is what that says they're stitched on. Look at him. Look at his little mask. My goodness. So cute. So I had to get those. And then this caught my eye. And this is Kitty and Me Designs. And it is Blackwork Biscornu, which I love blackwork. Micah has, I think, 2 of my blackwork pieces. And I love that she loved them enough to want them. I love doing blackwork. I really do. And so it has 4 in here. It has 1 for every season. So spring, summer, fall, and winter. But they are beautiful. And I think they're just stunning. And it says there's another one included. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. It says also included Tudor Rose. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. Okay, there is another one. It's just not pictured. Oh, that one's real pretty. It's got little rose. I mean, it's all roses. But there, I want to show this a little bit. So, like, if you're intimidated by blackwork, it's so easy to read, and it's beautiful when it's finished. So, that's something to think about. But this is Blackwork Biscornus by Kitty Loves Me Designs. I think that's supposed to be Kitty Loves Me. It's Pamela Kellogg. But, so that was my shopping goodness. I think that was the night that I had no sleep. So I did some shopping that night. And then I had a new start. So we're just gonna go on right to my new start here. Oh, and Bibbidi Bo, yes, I am trying to finish 1 of my whips a month. I said that earlier, but I think I have 4 or 5. I pulled them out the night I couldn't sleep and went through my bags. And so I have tons kitted up. So I may try to do a little short this week on either my whips or on my kitted up, because I have some that are fully kitted also. So that was fun. But you've probably seen this on the cover photo. I saw these at Stitch West the first time and was just agog. And of course, I don't have my needle book with this right here with me, so we're sticking it in our shirt like all good stitchers do. Like all good irresponsible stitchers do. This is Easily Distracted by Kim Diehl. She is the sweetest thing. Let me just say that also, because I went over there and was talking to Jennifer and Karen, and then I saw it sitting at the place next to Jennifer, and I just started flipping through this beautiful stitching like a little raccoon on crack over there, just all through this lady saying she wasn't sitting there. And then I was like, oh, that's not yours. I'm sorry. But she was the sweetest thing. And I guess all you stitchers, like quilters, know she's like designs beautiful fabrics. And so this is just kind of a new thing for her. And these bags are so cute. I've shown them before. I've shown this pattern, but I decided to get it out and start it. I did change the color because on the yellow bag, I didn't want this to be yellow. I wanted it to be this color here, this rust color. So my big quilt star here, I don't know what else you call those, is that rust color instead. And here's like a super close-up of it. So cute. So I just got this out, and I've got a boo-boo. And last night I was too tired and I started trying to stitch the little bird's head, but I'm off one, so I will take it off. But that is gonna be, it's the Big Hexie Bag by Lori Holt, and it is ginormous. It will be a fabulous school bag, retreat bag, well, whatever you want to do with it bag, because it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so I got my quilt star done right there. And then, like I said, last night I thought I would stitch on the little bird. But my brain said, no, you won't. You can stitch on it, but it's going to be wrong. That's what my brain said. Go and do what you want, girl. But it's going to be wrong. I love that it gives me the option. I also love that I'm silly enough to take the option, knowing that I didn't even know which end was up, practically. Like I said, it was just really busy. 2 tables sold, a 84-piece set of Portuguese majolica ware, cabbage majolica ware. So tons of pottery, and then the glass, goblets, big goblets, and a pitcher, a juice pitcher. So all that had to be packed. So careful, and I was so nervous about it, but I was so excited that it was going to a good home because it was so beautiful. I have been looking at it, and listen, I'm trying not to buy any more dishes, okay? I know my kids want to, but I do love them, and I use mine. I really do. I use mine, and so I switch out my Fiesta ware for the season. So like right now for summer, I have light blue, dark blue, and red are the plates and saucers and cups and all that we use all summer. Then come fall time, I'll use my yellow, orange, and red through fall. Then for just in the winter, I have 2 colors of green, a dark green, a light green, and a red. Red gets the most love around here, absolutely. Because I do love red. And so I'll use those 3. Then for a little bit through Mardi Gras, I will use my purple and green and yellow. So there's just a little snippet that I'll pull those out and use those for Mardi Gras, kind of through Mardi Gras season. And then when we roll into spring, I use my yellow, blue, and light green. So they get used all the time. So I switch those out, and then my good china is butterfly meta, and sometimes I use it at witch's tea, sometimes not. It just depends on that year what I feel like doing, but I do use my dishes. I really do. And so I saw something this week that said, get rid of these things if you want to tidy up your life. And one of the things was teacups and saucers. Well, listen, we use those here, okay? We drink tea. I drink coffee more than I drink tea, but I still drink tea. And I also use them to serve small portions of things in, especially to the kids. You know, I mean, I ain't like my stuff all running together either. So sometimes you will get little teacups, you know, with some food from like fruit or something in it so that it doesn't out all over the rest of your food. So I don't know. I don't agree with things like that, you know, oh, get rid of this if you want to tidy up your life. Well, not if you like it, okay? If you like it, don't get shed of it. Get shed of the stuff you ain't used. So I guess if you don't use your teacups, but I mean, even my punch bowls, I'll put an arrangement in them or put fruit in them, or, I mean, just different things get put in them from time to time so they get used. So I don't know about all that, you know, get shed of all these things. And I've told y'all many times before, I know my kids don't want my junk, but I do, okay? So I done told them, don't sweat it. Do not sweat it. When I die, put a big old sign out in the yard that says, everything in this house is a nickel if you carry it out of here. 20 things, that's $1, okay? There's some cowboy math for you right there. You got a $1 bill, you can walk out of here with 20 things. It don't matter if it's a refrigerator or it's a thimble, it's a nickel, get it out. Because we want to sell this outfit and sell the house that's wrapped around all their junk and get on with our lives. I ain't gonna come back and haunt you. I don't expect you to like my stuff. You don't have to want my stuff, and you don't have to use it. Just get shit of it. Get it on down the road to somebody who wants it. And what don't sell for a nickel, I guess take on down there to Man House and let them resell it, okay? I don't know. All this, you know, get rid of everything and live like you live on a sailboat, that is not for me. I am not a minimalist. I'm not a total maximalist. There have been times in my life when I was a maximalist. I could definitely fall into the Victorian era muchness, okay? I like a muchness. Nancy would always be trying to talk about less is more. And I'm like, no. See, really? More is more. I mean, more is more, right? More is just more. It is what it is. So, now, yes, instead of buying 50 little cheap purses, could you buy one nice purse? Yes, that makes more sense to me. Buy one leather bag or one, you know, nice bag and use that bag instead of 50 bags falling apart. That makes sense to me. So that part of less is more makes sense to me. But I like having options. So yes, I do have many plates. I do. I have a whole lot. And sometimes when I have everybody over, I have to mix up seasons. So then sometimes the red, blue, and blue will have to get either pinks mixed in with it or yellow mixed in with it because I need more because I have lots of people over. And yes, lots of people, I mean 20, 30 people. And yes, we eat on a hard plate. We eat on a real plate a lot of times. Not always, but a lot of times because, you know, I have a dishwasher. I have a dishwasher. I don't have to wash those things by hand anymore. So I can just stick them all in there. Because if I make brisket and beans or something, that is not paper plate food to me. I ain't want to be trying a paper plate. I ain't want to be trying my luck with that. So, for what it's worth, there's one tangent. There's one tangent today. And these are the beautiful, and they're pearl cotton number 5s. Oh, I wrote it on the front. Pearl cotton number 5s. And these, I will say, they were a bit of a booger to unwrap. They're the Valdanis, and they are stinking gorgeous. Look at, they're just shimmery or something. They're beautiful. But unwrapping them to put them on here was a bit of a thing. So, yeah, it was a bit of an ordeal. They kind of got, because my little things went twisty, and maybe they just got that way in shipping. I'm not saying they did them that way a purpose, right? They just kind of got twisted inside their little sleeves. So it was kind of a bit hard to get them straight and then get them on the drops. So I'm glad that it's done and they are beautiful, but that was a thing. So Patty, I will be sending yours because you don't want to do this again. Patty got the 8s and I got the 5s. So then we're splitting. So we can share because we don't use them on much, okay? You know what I'm saying? I need enough to finish this bag. And I'm probably not gonna use them a ton for other things. So the other smaller bags call for the 5s. So we are splitting them and we'll have plenty and then leftovers. But I hope your 8s were easier than the 5s, Patty, because I did use, Damon made me the longer winder to cut your floss, and oh, it's here. Thank you, Damon. Thank you, Patty. I had one that was this length, but I didn't have one with the other links on here, and I do love it. So this one is the one I used for these pearl cottons, and it was perfect. So thank you, Damon. Thank you, Patty. It worked like a charm. But they are so stinking beautiful. It was worth the trauma. Look at that. Look at that teal color. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. Okay, what else did I work on this week? Y'all, I've got quite the mess down here. Okay, now this got a little good start on it. And I forgot my little book, so I can know for sure what I worked on. So everything may not be completely accurate this week because I didn't remember to grab my little book of days. My Stitchy book of days is in there by the bed. I'm running over to Daddy and Annie's when I get finished. To do what? Oh, hang up Daddy's shadow boxes. You know, he had all his badges and patches and things from the different counties or task force and things, you know, that he's been on, and different things like that. Special handcuff keys and special handcuffs and things like this. And so he's had little shadow boxes made. And so I'm going to go over there and we're going to hang those up. So that's going to be exciting. And I got to have dusk. I got to have dusk for about 30 minutes, and I got to have catch for a couple of hours this week. So that was super fun for me. And I'm hoping I will get to have Catchy this afternoon. I'm going to text his mama when I get through filming. My candy cane of mischief. I don't think I had started it last week. This may be a new start. You know what? We could look, right? Last week's notes are right here. I'm going to say it's because I'm hungry. Oh my gosh, my notes are insane. So yes, this is a new start. The candy corn of mischief. And easily distracted. Brittany is leaving for Peru today, my co-teacher. You know, we get together at least once a week or so, even through the summer. Sometimes twice a week. So she's going on a mission trip to Peru. So I'm sending all the good juju and the safe travel to Britt and Matt on their trip. I did have some of the second color done. As you can see, there is like a darker gold and a lighter gold there. For whatever reason, when I started stitching it late at night, I stitched the yellows, not late at night, but I started on the second color. And for whatever reason, I picked up the white and started stitching with the white. So I had to pull it out. So I would be a little further along if I hadn't had to pull out stitches. So that is all of the light yellow in that end. And so hopefully I'll get at least the dark yellow done this week. But it's so cute. I've been loving these forever. They're by Bent Creek. You can still get the kits. They're readily available, lots of places, and I stinking love them. This one, did I grab it at, I grabbed this one at StitchCon. So keepsakes, I don't know if they have any more, but they had them at that time. I think, in fact, Quarter Shop has had them. Oh, and there's a new needlework shop around me up in Plano that Candy opened called Hoops and Needles. Her fabric supply looked gorgeous. So I'm hoping to get up there sometime soon. But you can look them up online. She ships. She's also, I think, and y'all gonna laugh, I'm probably gonna say it wrong. Is it Bernina Sewing Machine? Distributor, it looked like in the picture. So shout out to Candy for getting her shop opened up. They did a soft opening, I think, on July 28th, maybe July 18th, not the 28th, July 18th, I think. So Candy Cane of Mischief. Then Who else got some attention this week? I think I got a few more stitches in my pumpkin picnic. Here, let's see what page it's on. 10. This guy here is a little pin pillow, or a scissor fob, I think. Yeah, scissor fob. And he has such a fancy little finish on the bottom that I was so excited. So I'm excited to see that. It is in this book by Hands On Design and Summer House Stitchworks. It's called Between Friends. A fall sampling. And that's what the cover looks like. I could stitch everything in here and be ecstatic. So, so, so cute. So it got a little bit of love this week. I think it got a few more stitches. Like I said, I was a little disappointed. I've just been kind of a little bit tired, so I'm not used to going quite so hard anymore. And of course, you know, I mean, the normal thing, you have to clean the house, scrub the pool, cook dinner. I mean, those kind of things have to happen too. So all that still goes on regardless of anything else. I'm trying to keep myself somewhat cleaned up here, y'all. But I don't think I had, I think I put a few more stitches in it. I'm not sure. But I think I did. So if I didn't this week, just try to forgive me for misstating. But it's so, so cute. I'm loving that one. Who else is down here? Little candy cane. It's supposed to go in my barber bag. Stitching with Grammy. It's my beautiful, beautiful barber bag. And I mean, she does all the, it's got a little hook on the inside for your threads. I mean, it is absolute perfection. This is Teresa Kogut fabric that I love, love, love. So cute. And he's supposed to be in here. Like that. Like that. Okay, let's see who else is down here. Oh, and I keep meaning to show this, and I keep forgetting y'all. I think I've showed it once. Go to Creative Country Girl. Oh my gosh, if I could get this off here. And look at her beautiful bag. She does project bags and totes and things. She has a Flosstube also and an Instagram. And if you use that code, you get $25 off of her totes. That's on a big tote. Like a big tote. It's not everything. It's on the big fancy totes. But they are stunning. So beautiful. Okay, that was right on top. So it made me think I needed to tell you about that. I think I have once before, but I don't trust myself. I really don't. Okay, that goes there. Oh, I know who. Also got some love this week. The Nutcracker. He is progressing. I wanted to completely finish his hat, and I didn't get the little top part done. So I did get some. I finished his ear. It's by Twin Peaks Primitives. Hello, twins. I love it. I can't remember if Pam's finished hers or not. I think she has. It's so pretty. But he got the rest of his ear and his hat nearly finished. I just have the little top peak of his hat left to do. I'm not sure if I fold this strategically, if we can. I should have got my big board. Let's see here. If I strategically fold this, if maybe we can get most of it on. Possibly. Probably not super neatly, but it can get on here. It's okay. I love this whole thing. I can't wait to have it finished. Now, Aria, no, she won't get to be in the Nutcracker till next year, because I don't think you get to be in it till you're in the 3rd grade. So, I think she will have to wait a year. So I'll still just get to see Kimi in it, not Kimi and Ari, but. So his ear got finished, and I got his crown done, except for the little top right here. He is, see, it's got a little, see right there on top of his crown? A little fancy little domed up part. But I love this thing. It has been so fun to stitch, so fun to kind of just watch it come to life as I went around. I think I still have a snowflake here. 18, so I've got a snowflake, a candy cane, a couple of things right here. Then the Nutcracker goes here. And then over here I'll have Mother Ginger goes here, and then like a figgy pudding, a candy cane, another soldier goes here, and then Drossmeyer goes here. Yeah. And then just the words, the Nutcracker, and that border across the bottom. So I'm not like too far away. I think I should be able to get it finished by Christmas. I have really, really loved her. She's so pretty. So, so pretty. She's a beauty. One in a million girls. One in a million girls. Why? Why does this song come into my head about everything? Why? But it does. So that was my Nutcracker that got a little bit of attention this week. Everything got just a little bit of attention this week. I guess that's the thing. Nobody got very much attention. Everybody got just a little bit of attention. Not too much. Keely and Bebe did get back from their Cancun trip. Like I told you, she had a wedding to shoot down there, so it was super quick. But they said they had a good trip. I'm just using the called fors on here, which are obviously in a knot, like my threads are wont to do. Beautiful. So pretty. And then, who's left? My Santa's Night tree over here. Right, and then, oh, Delnora, thank you. Y'all might have seen I did a little Drumapalooza day before yesterday, maybe. I had a little Drumapalooza that I did lots of little drums. So that I showed all my little patriotic drums, not all my drums, but my patriotic drums. So it's a little short video. It's not super long, but I did cover all my patriotic drums and what they're called and all the names of them, because I've got a lot of questions about those. So the video directly before this one, in between Flosstube 284 and 285, is just a little patriotic drum parade. So it has all my patriotic drums on there. Let's see what else I have here. Oh, and the white thread is the devil. That is no joke. It is always difficult. And Audrey and Bonnie, I thank y'all for being nice and supportive about they said they love my weirdness. Thank you for that. Because it is definitely a thing. It is a whole thing. Oh, and Terry, thank you. She said that if you're doing the beading on your fancy ladies, that definitely doing a higher count than the 32 helps. I did not realize that, so thank you. I'm not sure if I will or not. A lot of the beads are in those things that are hanging down from her wrist, which I don't like, so I may skip them, but I don't know if that's all the beads or not. Oh, Debbie says the Pacific Stitching Retreat in Cali in September and in March is fabulous. So, Patty, we have to remember to look that up. I have never heard of it, so thank you, Debbie, for letting me know about that. And Wicked Stitches and Tammy and Ann all said maybe think about changing the color of Frankie's dress. So that's an option too. If I'm still not liking my white stitches on the lighter colors, fabrics, on the gray or the purple, I could always change the color of her dress and not have to look at the white stitches not being happy at all, which is what happens. And Sneezy156, I do railroad if I have more than one thread in white especially. I do it on a lot of my stitches, not all of them, but on white you just nearly have to, and still, and still not be, I'm still not super happy with them. And Charles, yes, isn't Dusky just the little gentleman? So he and Catchy are both very good about saying please and thank you, and using their manners. We talk a lot about using manners around here. That is an important thing around here. I don't know if it is everywhere, but it is a big thing around here to use your manners, and please and thank you, and yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Things like this are very important, because I just feel like it shows respect, and I feel like if we all treated each other with a little more respect, we'd kind of be in a different place and in a better place than that we're at right now, for what it's worth. Then Santa's Night Tree got some love. And like I said, I'm hoping to have it finished, but I have to focus on this plaid pattern. And also because my greens are very close together. My greens and golds, the greens, especially the two greens here, theirs are very different. You can see the stripes in the little green here. So you see a lighter green, a darker green, a lighter green, a darker green. Mine are nearly the exact same color. Now, should I have gone back and switched over to a DMC? Probably yes. Did I? Absolutely not. Because I didn't realize it when I first started the pattern that it was not going to be showing up as much as I wanted it to. So we're gonna get it up here and show you that there is, you just can't really tell on mine in a lot of places that it is not the same. And that happens in overdyes. I mean, that is a no fault issue at all. It just happens in overdyes. You only have, there's only a certain amount of variations in between two shades, right? And so sometimes those variations are stronger in one shade than in one batch, the next batch. how your stitching hits. Some of it is much darker than others. So just where the threads hit in the progression of the variation along the thread. That's a lot, but it's fact. So see, you can see in my green stripes, you can see a little bit of difference, but they are very similar. Very, very similar. So I have to really watch and pay attention as I go across with the plaid pattern, because the plaid pattern is a little bit tricky and because my greens are pretty close. So I've been having to like really notice. So I did get a little bit more done along here. And I think I filled in down here so that I only have these two left that somehow got skipped. Here and right there. And right there. So there's one there and one there. Literally 2 stitches, 2 stitches. And then here, 2 stitches, 2 stitches, 2 stitches, right? So I am very close. All I have up here is to connect the little reindeer with their reins and do what little back stitching there is. I mean, I'm just right on it. So I'm hoping if I pay attention to it tomorrow, I'm gonna scooch all around a little bit. I keep hitting you with my foot, sorry. That I can get it done before the girls get here. Because I'm definitely not going to stitch on anything I have to focus on while the girls are here. We've got a Harry Potter birthday night planned at the bookshop here in town. We're gonna go to that. We've got, y'all, I am so sorry. My goodness. I think I slept just right on 8 hours, 7.5 at least last night, but evidently my body thinks it needs a little more or something. I finished my coffee, I really did. I promise. So hopefully by giving it all my focus tonight and tomorrow, I can get to a good spot on this guy and get him finished. Just plow right through and get him all done. And that would make me real happy. And then all my goals would be met for my July stitching. And that would be great. That would be so exciting for me. To have all those done would be so good. So I worked on Santa's Night Tree. I worked on Pumpkin Picnic. Who else? Nutcracker. Right? Yeah. I think those are the only ones that I had started because I didn't work on my patriotic because I wanted to focus on my Santa's Night Tree, which I still didn't do. Instead, I just, did other things, so. That's okay, this is a hobby. I mean, I do have goals with it, but it is a hobby, not a job. It is absolutely a hobby, so I don't have to slave away and get tons done. I like to slave away and get tons done. Because I tell you I'm a weirdo because I like having finishes. I like getting it finished. And if I have some that aren't finished, I feel like kind of like I'm letting the piece down or something. It's just a little kookiness in my brain. I think Micah is getting to watch today at Aria's dance camp. So this may get a little bit of a late upload if she is getting to be at dance camp watching. So I'm not sure how so it may post a little later because I hope she does. I hope she's there watching. Now, last week's shares are here somewhere. here are this week's. Well, I drew the names, but I don't know. I guess I don't have them here. So I just want to hold them up when I say it. So these names, if you will email me, NieceLynn@Yahoo, so I can get these in the mail to y'all. Karen Pellion, 9360. No, yeah, 9360. Glee Hansen, 4775. Boo Boo's Nana, and Linda N9J. If y'all will email me your addresses so I can get those in the mail. Last week's all went out in the mail already. This week's, I went on a little hunt for my doubles, because that was another thing. I went through some of my stash, and so some of y'all had sent things that I had already. So this is a Sue Hillis. It's called a pear tree because it's got all these fun stockings on it. So subscribe, like, and then use the keyword in the comments. And y'all, will y'all check? I would like to get to 8,000 subscribers. I'm at 75.5. And so be sure you're subscribed, please, and tell a friend. I would love to get to 8,000 subscribers. It is so cute. It has little charms in here. It's called The Pear Tree by Sue Hillis. So use the word tree if you're interested in this one. This one is by Cooler Designs. Use the word holiday. It's called Holiday Favorites Ornaments. So use the word holiday. And it has, what is that, 12? 12 of these little ornaments. You could easily finish these in little small hoops for your tree. They are super, super cute with all little Santas, the cardinals. I kind of got on a bird theme here. I don't know what happened. But, and then I didn't have 4 bird ones that I saw that were doubles. So this one, use the word cardinal. It is by Stitch World. So one of y'all sent this one in. I had it in my stash also. And it is beautiful. So use the word cardinal if you're interested. I've had a couple in the backyard this week. It makes me so happy. And a lady came in and bought a cardinal ornament at the shop yesterday, and we got to discuss that. Then this one, like I said, is so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's Lindy Stitches, and like I said, one of y'all sent it, and I already had it in my stash. And it's birds to the boughs. And just use the word birds. As birds are fitted to the bough, so was my love to me. The colors on this thing just kill me. I mean, she knocked it out of the park on this one. I love, love, love it. So, if you're interested in that one, use the word birds. I think that may be everything, guys. I don't, like I said, here's this one. Again, he's been pride of place lately since he got in his frame. He just went in there perfect, and that made me so happy. Oh, somebody asked about my Noah display. They're mainly in Flosstubes 175 and 176. So if you go back and want to see a lot of my Noahs, they're in Flosstubes 175 and 176. I'm gonna jump off of here. Now I will also in the drop down put the link and put the discount code for the beanbag chair. I'm going to try to tilt it up before we get off of here. I mean, it is like really, I can see all my junk there. It is really nice and like real cushy. And like I said, I have just curled up in it and stitched. And I have a feeling though, that when Aria gets here, that it is going to, I'm gonna have a hard time keeping it out of the Jeep because I bet she's gonna want to take it home with her. So, which is fine. And then if I need to buy another one for Kimi, you know, that's fine too. So, if they like it, now not for Catchy, you know, we try. When you live out in the country, you don't do a lot of beanbag chairs, okay? Because the scorpions, you have to be very vigilant for the scorpions when you live on a lot of caliche, and there's a big, like a drop right behind them, and there's just caliche everywhere all around them, and man, those scorpions love it. And so not a beanbag for Catchy at his house. Now here, I'm sure he'll sit in it, but at his house, that's a no-go. So I will put that in the drop down also. So y'all have a great afternoon, have a great weekend, a happy Friday, and enjoy your stitches. Bye.